everyone, welcome back to Rod's Rescue Repair, and today we're going to be embarking on putting the transmission back in this truck. But first we need to change out the transmission lines that are in here, like right here, because when we pulled the transmission out we broke one of the lines, so we might as well replace both since we have it. So first thing we're going to do, replace the lines. If you had aftermarket intake like I did, you had to take it out, which a hose clamp and a 7/16 bolt, that wasn't bad. So these are the new transmission lines that I bought from Advanced Auto Parts. They're transmission lines. So we also bought fittings. I gotta find them. Oh, I know. We put those in the transmission. So here is the Reman transmission we're putting in it. It's got like a Corvette servo, 9-plate clutch pack. These are the new fittings we bought. So we will start on this, and we'll bring you along for the ride. To replace the lines, we are going to need to take this grill out. Not that difficult. We need to just take these pop pins out. And this grill is held in by like 2 zip ties and a clip and a couple clips, because the guy I got the grill from helped me put it in, and he is just as much of a hack as I am, so there we go. So we got these. I gotta get the ones up here too. There isn't many of these clips in here simply because me and my dad have been under here before. I think, didn't you have to replace a radiator, Dad? Oh, I don't think it was the radiator, but we had to replace a bunch of the cooling stuff one time. We thought it was the water pump. Wasn't the water pump. Thought it was the fan. Wasn't the fan. It was just the thermostat. No, it wasn't the thermostat. It was the fan. So we had to replace all that. Why aren't you coming up? Alright, well, this one's being a pain in my butt. So I will cut the recording on when I get this out. The next thing you do, you take your handy dandy welpers, and then where there are zip ties, you can just plonk. And then over here, if I can get the welpers in there. Oh, that ain't gonna work. There's 2 zip ties on this one. Here, right there. Oh, luckily Dad has a better eye than I do. Down here and bonk. Then there was a 10mm bolt right here that holds it in. Dad can get that. And then with these particular grills, they have clips that go right into the fender right here, so you're gonna have to just give her a good yank. And then these particular grills will come right out of these trucks. I have the OEM one sitting up in our attic in this garage right now. It's chrome, and I'm trying to get rid of chrome, so black. So, and then you get the bolt out, Dad? Yep. So it's all loose except for here because of that clip.
I might take the lights out.
Oh, I don't think we took the lights out last time. This is our transmission line cooler, or transmission cooler in general. We need to be able to take one of these 2 lines out to replace them with the new ones we bought. And then, like I said, there's these clips right here in the fender that allow the grill to just kind of clip into it, just to give it some more structural stability. But and from what I saw, we also had to take out the headlights. Here, I actually put some new units that my parents got me for Christmas in. They're just some basic LED ones, and they're pretty decent. Well, I haven't tested them yet because the battery's not hooked up, but they look great. But cut the recording back on when I get us farther in. To take this clip out of this fitting to be able to get this line out. We got to get it all the way out of the truck, but at least we got the trans out to allow us to just get them pulled out and swap them quick. Might as well replace them both since I do have both of them. We got one of the new lines in. We had to kind of sneak, usually with the lines you sneak them above the pitman arm and kind of through like where the wiring and stuff is. This one went to the radiator. I just hit my head. But this one went to the radiator and the other one is gonna go there. So was right down here, and we were able to sneak the clip and everything in, so that one's all good. The next one is this one right here. We gotta once again sneak it around the pitman arm and then sneak it to go right here. That's the lines done. And then the next thing, we gotta put the transmission in. That's gonna be fun, but luckily this time we don't got just a floor jack and a brick. We got a actual transmission jack. So now we got it into the fitting, and we're gonna take this little clip that Dad's holding, and we're gonna put it right in, and then boom. Lines will be replaced, and then we'll be able to throw the grill and stuff back on. We don't gotta do that right now, but then the next thing, transmission, transfer case, drive shafts, then we're done. I get to hopefully drive my truck again. I haven't drove it in almost a year, so get this shit going. Now we're putting in the bolt for the grill, and now see these little holes? That's what these little mini zip ties are for. You see? This may be a nice truck one day because I got a cab and stuff for it, but it's still gonna be done the hack way. I'm gonna be holding in this grill with zip ties. I don't care. If it works, I don't care. So,
grill. It's not good.
yeah. So pretty much you just put it through here and then like this, and it'll be covered with that piece right there, so it will not matter. Like this, and then I can't do this one-handed. 1 second. And now, boom, reattached. And then you grab, I had cutters over here, right here, and then there we go. Then you add 2 more to the bottom, and that's how you install a grill the way of not caring. So, as you might be able to see, it is a different day, but we're gonna try and put that transmission in now. Once again, we gotta jack up the front end, put it back on blocks, that block, and then we can try and get transmission back under it. As you might have seen, when we pulled the transmission, we did not have that transmission jack. We used a normal floor jack and a brick. And I wasn't precariously putting my freshly rebuilt transmission on that again, so we got a transmission jack. So let's get this shit going. Be able to get my old truck back on the road. All right, so truck is on blocks, and now we can put that transmission in, and then next we can do, since it is a 4-wheel drive truck, we can put in this transfer case. Transfer case was already rebuilt before I started doing YouTube. And first time me and my dad have ever done a transfer case, so we'll see. I always think it's funny. This truck looks like it's got the old Carolina squat going. It's funny, but I hate those freaking trucks so much. I hate squatted trucks, especially since they're these body style trucks, and these are my favorites. But the bed does retain a little bit of water. It's got a bunch of crap in it as well. It broke before I could take the bottles back that were in there. So, let's get to putting this transmission in, shall we? We got the transmission underneath. Now we're going to put it on this jack so I can lift it up into place where the bell housing is and everything, flywheel. And then get that in with the right there with all the bolts and stuff, and then transfer case. we'll get the drive shaft and then fire it up and see. All right, so we got the transmission all bolted in, everything. You see we got some dangling wires here along with the shift linkage. We have to order, which it is actually on the way. This thing right here is goes and hooks up to where your shift linkage is with those two plugs. When we were pulling it out, we did not know that with this, at least with this top one, plugs are glued in. The plugs are glued in, and me and more Dad, we were just trying to get the plugs out, and we broke it. I got one coming from Amazon, should be here in a couple of days. And then the transfer case, this 4-wheel drive shift encoder that I have coming on Sunday as well. And then get it all put in, and we will have the truck driving and everything again. Can't wait for it. So we got the transfer case underneath the truck, and we got the gasket on, and we're just kind of putting a little bit of silicone to make up for if there's any pitting in the metal from 243,000 miles. And then we're gonna get it put into the truck, put it all down, and then get the drive shafts in. We got the transfer case in. Put the rear drive shaft in. Gotta wait on a couple more parts, and then we can get it fully put back together. Then I can drive it. This was one of the other motors that I had to get. Allows the transfer case to go from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive. They don't usually go for too much. I got this one for $100 on Amazon. But one thing you gotta remember, you do have to go and make sure. If your truck is of these Silverados is a 99 to 02, they will have that's a 4-pin and then a 6-pin plug. On the 03 to 07 Cat Eyes and GMCs, they have, I think it's a single 8-pin plug. Made that mistake once before when I was trying to find parts for this thing, and I got my money back, but it was a pain in my butt. And then we already got the other motor in, and then I'm gonna get all the rest of it, fill it with fluid, probably go get some gas or something. I'm now filling up our transmission with ATF. Dad is troubleshooting a bolt we broke off the exhaust when we were removing the transmission. So we're just getting rid of that tapered bolt, and we're just going to put a normal bolt and a nylock nut. It'll work. I don't care. Alright, so everything is buttoned up underneath. Exhaust is hooked up. Hooking up the battery now, and we're going to see if she'll crank. She probably will. I don't know how well the battery has held its charge since last July, but Alright, well, here goes nothing. Oh, brights are on. Brights are on. Light has never been shut off. I love this truck. So, another day. When we fired it up in the last clip, we couldn't get it to go in, well, it would shift into drive, but since the transfer case was still in neutral, it would not go forward. Well, we tried to use my push button shift to shift it into 2. Nothing. Nothing. Because for the longest time, I had a service 4-wheel drive light. And I thought it was this encoder thing that I bought. Well, I've been reading, these push buttons can actually go out. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So I got a new one coming. It's supposed to be here in a couple days. Video's going to be later, but I'm still determined to drive this damn truck. So we'll see if that fixes it in a couple days. I'll see you then. So been a couple of days. And it's still in this damn garage. Very irritated right now. Because I got the buttons and everything for it. But now, for some weird reason, doesn't want to crank. We went to fire it today to try and get it to work. We thought it was a dead battery, but it's been on the charger for over an hour now. When we do it, it's all we get. So, I don't know. I'm gonna load this and take it to a buddy of mine's place, same guy that rebuilt this transmission, because he knows a lot more about this shit than me. Take this as a failure for right now. Hopefully get it fixed soon, and I'll probably upload some more videos of it. Me taking it to car wash and shit like that. So I will talk to you guys later with hopefully a better attitude. Goodbye.